Hello, and welcome to Azril Ontology. Today, we will cover Arcane Mages. Now, Arcane Mages are a fresh addition to the Alpha Realms as of Thursday the 11th of February 2016. They play pretty similar to how they do on live. No new abilities, just new talents, artifact, and traits. So, you'll be pretty well versed on how to play the Arcane Mage. I will go over their artifacts. It is called Alunef. Now, Alunef decides when Alunef wants to shoot out a force bolt. It's triggered by when you generate an arcane charge. Now, if Alunef does not shoot out the force bolt when you trigger that arcane charge, you build a stack. Now, it does not determine when Alunef will shoot out a force bolt, it only amplifies the damage these stacks. I've seen Alunef shoot at 1, I've seen Alunef shoot at 4, I've seen Alunef shoot at 7 stacks. So there is a percentage here unknown to us. Hopefully later on we might get some light on that. Obviously inside the artifact we're given a free ability, Mark of Alunef. Mark of Alunef has a hidden mechanic. At the end, once the dot has expired, you are then left with a stacking debuff on the target, which increases the damage you deal with arcane spells to that target. Now, Mark of Alunef actually hits all targets in a 5-yard radius, so this does also work in AoE situations. Let's go over the talents quickly. I've taken Arcane Familiar, reason purely being is its synergy with Mark of Alunef. It scales with your maximum mana, and Arcane Familiar gives me 10% more maximum mana, as well as it does deal damage, so I believe this is the go-to single target sustain talent. Burst, however, I believe that to be Presence of Mind, switching targets, high demand switching targets like Doomfire from Archimon. I believe Presence of Mind is the way to go. Could even be a part in a fight where the target has vulnerability in a key moment. Presence of Mind all the way. Don't get me wrong, I only believe Arcane Familiar to be a sustained single target. Pure patchwork, no amplification. Torrent AoE. This row does not matter for DPS. Now, the 45 row, I'm not so sure what direction Blizzard want to go with this row. It's the same issue I had with the Fire Mage. This row is identical to the Fire Mage. It's mirror images. Of course, since it's alpha, we're unaware of what the real numbers are of abilities and talents. So mirror images, it could be the best, it could be subpar. The only way to find out is when it goes live. But however, Rune of Power, pretty simple. Play it like a cooldown, pull your resource and then blow it up inside the Rune of Power with cooldowns. Can't go wrong here. Plus it has 2 charges, so doesn't tell you that on the tooltip, but be aware. Incanter's Flow, again, it's the same thing as it is on live. You don't really know which is the best. Simulations are required. There's going to be some parsing, some number crunching going on. Not something we can do right now in alpha. That's something for the beta video. 60 row. Now, I'm not so sure about this 60 row. I've gone with Charged Up, even though there's a bit of an irky moment with Charged Up, which I will get into in a moment. Supernova, its damage isn't that great. It looks like it does nice damage on the tooltips because it does 12.9, whereas an Arcane Blast does 23.3. But the Supernova has a primary amplification by 100%. But it's going to beat a 1 charge Arcane Blast. But the moment you get more charges on your Arcane Blast through Arcane Charge, it's going to be completely shadowed. So Supernova, I think this is more of a AoE thing. Charged Up, however, gives you 4 charges instantly. Now, I personally think Charged Up should give also a cooldown removal on Arcane Barrage. Now, Arcane Barrage has 4 consumption on a 3-second cooldown. Now I consume Then I do charged up. I'm now waiting 1.5 seconds to do another Arcane Barrage. I can't cast anything else because I have a chance of wasting an Arcane Charge. So I'm not so sure about why there is a 3-second cooldown Arcane Barrage. I personally think it should be removed, or allowed charged up. When you activate it, it just takes away the cooldown as you press it. Make a bit more convenience, quality of life here. Words of Power, I've never really felt like I needed to even evocate. I think mana tuning needs to be worked on the alpha. Again, it's alpha, so I didn't really feel like I needed evocate, and I didn't really feel like the arcane charges I got for the missiles were that great either. This obviously is a no-brainer. This is actually a DPS increase on anything that's mobile. Ring of Frost, Ice Sword, it does nothing, especially in a raining environment. Ice Sword maybe, Ring of Frost would be nice to have some CC here and there, but again, we're not doing anything in this test. 90 roll, another one. Unstable Magic is usually the go-to single throughout WODs in some cases, but I believe Erosion is the clear winner in single target. This is a flat 10%, and if you constantly keep on that target, it won't drop. I can actually see myself keeping this up easily. I'm wearing greens, don't forget, plus no epics, no set bonuses, no trinkets, no traits. This is just bare bones test, and I have a good high uptime of 10 stacks. So flat 10%, over 15% chance to deal 50% additional damage on just my Arcane Blast. Never Tempest, I see this more as an AoE talent now, and Unstable Magic as the cleave. Could be wrong on that, but as the tooltip states, it's all enemies within 10 yards. Unstable Magic, again, it's only just for blast. I see it more straight up as an AoE talent, nothing else. I've gone with Overpowered. Now, Overpowered is similar to the Frost Mage's Icy Veins talent, where they do Ice Lance, you get additional duration. This is just you do more missiles, you get more duration, arcane power. Pretty simple. Quickening, however, I'm a bit confused with this one. Now, is this some kind of hidden playstyle I am unaware of, where you just spam, never waste any charges, and just build up 100 stacks and get 200% haste permanently? That's kind of crazy. I'm not so sure about this talent. This might be completely changed, completely scrapped. Arcane Orb, once again, I see this as an AoE ability. Difference is, I believe Arcane Orb has potential to compete single target. As to why I say that, there are any moments of a fight where you are assaulted by a barrage of ads. Let's take Beast Lord in Blackrock Foundry. Ads are on the boss, you throw on that Arcane Orb, you get so many charges because you're hitting so many ads, you're spamming barrage. That is crazy. That's got potential to compete single. But pure single, I've gone with Overpowered. Hopefully Quickening is changed and might work out to be something much better later on. But as for now, that's that. Now, how are you going to start the fight? Of course, make sure your familiar is up. Now, I have a few suggestions as to how you do start the fight. I believe the best way to go is open up with a charged up before the fight starts, trigger the cooldown, put on your Rune of Power, Arcane Power, Mark of Aluneth, and then shoot out an instant barrage and just spam blast. Now, I could be wrong on this, but this is how I see it as for now. Now, here is that hidden debuff I was talking about on the tooltip. That is 16% damage. Now, this actually works with haste. So the more haste you have, the more damage debuff your Mark of Aluneth is actually going to give. Now that's kind of crazy. So if I can get, I don't know, somehow insane amounts of haste, I might build it up to like 30% more damage taken with arcane spells. So that's kind of crazy. Now there was something I found really annoying, which is the charged up integration with Arcane Barrage. Like I was mentioning with the talent charged up, you have a chance of clipping an arcane charge. So look, I'll do an arcane blast. Charge is off the global. I'm waiting to blast. Why? Why should there be a cooldown? Why can't it just remove the cooldown when I activate it? Just get rid of that 3-second cooldown gimmick. Yes, I know AoE situations would be OP to have Barrage with no cooldown, but this talent kind of is a bit annoying to play with. There's not anything else I can press. Missile procs charges, blast procs charges. I'm not going to mark up Alunef because I want to have Runa power down. I want to then mark up Alunef and then use charged up inside of it. It's just, nah, I don't see that at all. So that kind of needs to be worked on. But pretty much, as you can see, my pet is going ham, doing 0 damage compared to what I do, but it's free. That's pretty much Arcane Mages. As you can see quickly, that's just a Force Bolt stack. If you enjoyed the video, please like and subscribe. Any suggestions, please do comment. As always, have a nice day. Azril out.